Good afternoon. I've always said Gran Canaria is third or fourth on the list of my favourite Canary Islands. However, I might have changed my mind. I'm in Puerto Rico Gran Canaria and I thought, well, I can't show you Puerto Rico without showing you the port. So let's go for a wander and see what we can find here. Is this your holiday destination? I tell you what, it's slowly becoming one of my favourite islands. So we are starting our little tour of Puerto Rico here at the Marina Suites Hotel. And as a rep years ago, working for First Choice Holidays, I actually worked in that hotel as a rep. So this is bringing back some memories. So we're right in the harbour where you get the boats, look. And there's loads of them here. And it's all about the whale and dolphin spotting here. So we've already shown you the top end of Puerto Rico. That's on another video where I show you the sort of big commercial centre there. I've shown you the McGann Mall, which is where them lot are. I've dropped Jack, Mrs TravelON and Alfie in the McGann Mall. They are too hot. And to be honest, I don't blame them. It's a different heat here in Gran Canaria. It's absolutely roasting. But what a great thing to do, seeing the whales and dolphins, and there are loads of different opportunities here. Now you can find most of them on our website, www.travelon.world. More to come on Gran Canaria because we're growing that island, and I've got to get these boats on there. But whale and dolphin spotting, you're guaranteed to see them, 100% or money back. So there's lots of different boats here. You've got your big catamarans, look, over there. With Aquasport, you can book them on our website, but you've also got these sort of bigger catamarans, which are the ones that they use for more the whale and dolphin spotting. And this one's a big one here, look. These are the big boys, look. Buenos dias, hello, how are you?
Hello, hello to England.
Are you seeing many whales and dolphins?
Yes, for sure.
Guaranteed,
Yeah,
no?
guaranteed,
Fantastic.
yeah.
I live in Lanzarote. We don't get them as much in Lanzarote.
Oh, well.
It's not guaranteed in Lanzarote.
Yeah,
No, only Gran Canaria and Tenerife.
Yes, for sure.
In Lanzarote, we sometimes see them, but not always. Sometimes the dolphins. But this is fantastic. Which one are you? The bluebird.
Bluebird.
And you go all these times. Oh, you're in McGann as well.
This is a water taxi.
Ah, so you do the water taxi over to McGann.
Look at here.
Look at this. There you go. Look. Fantastic. I've just come from McGann, so you can get the taxi, the boat from here to McGann.
Yes.
How much? Oh wow! So you can do like a little taxi.
To McGann is this time every half past the hour.
Wow! And do you see the dolphins on that on the taxi? So that's just literally boom boom to and from.
Yeah.
There you go.
But the other excursion is dolphins.
Dolphins, so you do that as well. Right, I'm going to have a look at this.
Okay.
We shall talk. Okay. See you later, guys. Have a lovely day. Bye. There you go, bluebird there, little taxi boat. Should have done that actually. Then this is another big one as well, Spirit of the Sea, look. And there's all the dolphins there, look. And they've got a little dolphin and turtle there. So I am going to get more excursions put on the website for Gran Canaria. Tenerife, we're fully stocked. Lanzarote, we're fully stocked. Fuerteventura, well, there's lots to do in Fuerteventura, but not a massive program. Most of the things are to come over to Lanzarote and see the volcanoes. Gran Canaria seems to be all about the boat trips. And of course, you've got Aqualand, Palmitas Park, Sioux City, and the Scala Show, which are all amazing places. I'm telling you, it's slowly becoming one of my favourite islands, this. So this guy does sports fishing though. Whoa, fantastic. You catch the big ones?
Oh, yeah.
Oh. Do you go out, is it bottom fishing or trawling?
Both.
Do you do a bit of both?
He has two boats, one Mali 1, one Mali 2.
Because the professionals do the trawling, don't they? The professional people like the trawling.
Both.
But I think
trolley and bottom.
I think the tourists, they like the bottom fishing more. Yeah?
Training,
Yeah, fantastic. I'm going to take some flyers, look. Oh, here we go. We'll take these ones. Here we go. Thank you very much, mate. What's your name?
Ollie.
Ollie. Thank you, Ollie. Thank you, mate. Bye. Well, I'll tell you what. Mr TravelON's getting all the information here. Look, another sports fishing here. Dorada sports fishing. Big game, look. Cavalier fishing as well. If you like your fishing, you're rocking and rolling, look. There's loads going on down here. And this here is one of the big catamarans, look. But it's a massive, big old boy, that is, Africa. So I'm getting leaflets, I'm getting information. This is me sort of at work and not at work. I'm going to get all of this information for you so we can get it up on the website and we can get organising all your boat trips. Because there's so many to choose from here, isn't there? There's the Super Cat, look. Absolutely huge boat there, and they do a 2-hour dolphin trip. What do you think? What do you think? These guys are all getting ready for the water sports, look, so they do all the parasailing here as well. Fantastic. So let's head further this way and see what else we can find in this area. So plenty to choose from here and plenty of competition as well. Fishing wise, let's talk fishing. If you like fishing, now I know a lot of people, they say, oh, we want to go fishing, is it any good? It depends. If you're an avid fisherman, or fisher person should I say, got to get a bit of Sam Smith in there. Better stick with the world we're living in these days, a fisher person. Then you're all right going out and trawling for the day, because you might catch a big fish, you might not. But if you're coming on holiday and you don't really tend to fish that much, don't expect to be going out and catching loads. Ask for the bottom fishing. Sounds a bit Sam Smith as well, that, doesn't it? But it's called bottom fishing, and that's where you pop the rod over and just pull fish out if you catch them. But fishing's fishing, no guarantee is there. Anyway, I'm rambling. We're gonna head this way, let's go. Here, look, there's like a big collection of bars and restaurants. Doesn't look as plush as up the other end, but could be the place if you like sort of down to earth. Look, you've got McCall's Irish Bar here, look. That looks popular, look, people having all their grub. Good thing about this place is it's in the shade as well. But look, this leads all the way through here, look. There's McCall's. Nice little Irish bar here with the sport on. That looks lovely. And an outside area here where you can get some El Barco cocktails, look. Hola! Come in! Hey, and the locals are here, they're enjoying themselves as well. Come in! They're enjoying it, look. Right, here we go, look. So there's even more through here, look. I don't know if there's an exit here or whether we're going to go back where we started. But we're going through here, look. Another little bar and restaurant. Oh, it brings us right out here. So we should have come in that way. We should have come in that way and gone out that way. Anyway, we are going to head that way now. So I'm going to walk the boardwalk. I found a beautiful boardwalk which is going to lead us all the way over the other side where there's even more bars and restaurants. But look at this. This is gorgeous. Look at that for a bar there, look. That looks super popular for the locals, look. Having a little party down there. They've got little steps that lead you into the water. Restaurant Bahia Playa, look. Living life they are. And I like it here in Gran Canaria. When we were in Magan, this is what I noticed. Look, there were people all sort of on the rocks, if that makes sense. Instead of the beach, look, people are sort of on the stone, on the path. Much better, just the way I like it. I can't be dealing with sand. These guys are fishing as well, look. He's a pro fisherman. Go in. He's got the rod out there, look. There you go, look, the locals. And this is what the locals tend to do, look. Well, I don't know, locals and tourists, but this would do me. I said this in the last video when we were in Magan. This is my idea of spending a day in the sun. I could deal with this. €3.50 for that. And no sand, just overlooking the beach, so it just sort of looks nice. And then you can get the little steps down here, look, into the sea, but no sand. I said it in the last video. If there was bloody showers, I'd be welling. And look at all the hotels in Gran Canaria, look. All in Puerto Rico, they're all up hills. That's the one downfall. I don't know how you lot come here and stop up there. I suppose it's taxis, but you definitely couldn't walk, could you? And there's the steps, look, just walk down there and you're in the water. Beautiful. That is so nice. So if you didn't know, me and Mrs TravelON actually lived in Gran Canaria for the best part of a year, really. We were working for First Choice Holidays. I was the boss of First Choice Holidays. I was the big chief. And Mrs TravelON worked in the office because she got pregnant with Jack. And we were going to have Jack in Gran Canaria and stay there. But I worked for an evil witch of a woman called Kate. If you're watching, Kate, you are the most horriblest person I've ever met in my life. I hope you're having a very bad life at the moment. You know, one of them bosses that just treats you like absolute crap for no reason, and he's basically jealous because you're better than them. Well, that was her. She was an evil, evil, evil woman. We shall say no more about that. But I decided to take a drop in the promotion that I got for the big boss. And I came back to Lanzarote and we felt more comfortable there. Mrs TravelON had some friends, and that is the story of our lives, of how we sort of ended up staying in Lanzarote. Had things have changed and the witch had not been there, who knows? I could be Mr TravelON of Gran Canaria and I could have stayed here. But it's changed so much since we left. But there again, 20 years ago. It's definitely regrown on me. Still, Tenerife's probably my go-to place though, although I live in Lanzarote. I'm talking about going away. I live in Lanzarote, so when you go somewhere, you want to go somewhere different. Lanzarote is obviously the favourite, but I do live there. Do need a break sometimes. Look at this, straight down on the beach, parasailing up there. Oh, let's go and have a look. Not bad prices as well. Look, chicken chips and salad, $10.95. Beautiful bars and restaurants here along the front. Look at this, prime location. Literally, I mean, you want a table by the beach. You couldn't get much closer than that, could you? Absolutely gorgeous. So along here as well, you've got little walkways up there that lead you into sort of park areas. But there's a beach club here, look. Chester's Beach Club. This looks very posh. Let's have a little look in Chester's Beach Club, shall we? I mean, it's called a beach club because it's, oh my gosh, there's a pool and everything, look. Wow, hola, come in. Wow, look at this. This is fantastic. Got the little bar here. You got there. To explain this place, look, first of all, you got a big pink gorilla, look. And this is the beach club, look. What a place, look. Just to chill out and relax. Got use of the pool. A little jacuzzi there, look, a little hammock. So this is actually a great deal. I've just spoke to the lady. It's €50 per person. For that, you get a bed and you get €40 back to spend on food and drink. So it's basically 50 quid, €50 for the day. Use this, so essentially it's a tenner for a bed. With use of the pool as well, you cannot go wrong. I'm in. Right, we're heading that way though. That's beautiful, eh? Right, we are gonna head just around this area here, along the beach. We're gonna follow the beach wall around and it will bring us right over there. I've seen some other bars and restaurants that way, and a big hotel as well. And like I said, sort of through this area here, there's a lovely parkway, and then that leads you sort of in towards where the McGann Mall is. Do I call that the old part of Puerto Rico? You know what I mean. It's where that big commercial centre is, you know, with all the British bars and the Irish bars. Call it the British Commercial Centre or the Irish Commercial Centre. The place where you lot all go and get drunk. It's just up there. But these beach clubs are becoming quite a popular thing these days, aren't they? And unless you ask and you sort of realise, and if you just hear the price, oh, it's €50 just to get in, you think, oh my God, what a rip-off. But a lot of them are between sort of 50 to €100 for the day. That includes your bed, your towel, and then what they do, you see, this is the thing. It's just about logging your money, isn't it? They get the chunk of money off you and they say, there you go, it's €100, for example, in a big posh one, but we'll give you €70 of that in credit for food and drink. So essentially what they're doing is just saying, look, two of you, it's €200. It's money in the bank, isn't it? If you spend that money, you spend it. Chances are you're 100% gonna spend it. And chances are, if you've got a Mrs TravelON with you, she'll go over budget. Guaranteed. Guaranteed. Right, we are now in the other area. Again, right by the beach. And there's some really nice places here. There you go, just up here, off the beach. You reach this area here. And we'll cross over the road. And I'll show you some of the places here, look. And this leads right up to the end. And I can imagine on the night time this all lit up, look. Got La Cantina there, look, fresh fish from McGann, catch of the day. There's a mate. Hello, mate. How are you? You all right? He's there, look. Oh, well, it's bloody hot. I know that for one thing. He's on it, look. Traditional restaurant there, Italian. Everyone's so friendly here. Makes you really, really impressed. Oscar's Agua Viva, look. He's up there enjoying himself. How's the view up there? It looks nice. He's up there, look. Fran's restaurant there, look. And he's just taking it all in. And that is where we started, look, just over there. So we've walked all the way around. Still a little bit more to go. More sort of a little apartments there with a lovely pool. And then we get into this bit. So we've gone sort of full circle. We've gone like posh hotel, strange little sort of commercial centre with the Irish bar and stuff. Posh place like the beach club. And then this place, which doesn't look much, but I'm sure it's loads of fun. But it's a little bit of an older side of Gran Canaria. I remember this actually. It hasn't really changed in 20 years. It's got an upstairs and a downstairs. This reminds me of Puerto del Carmen, look, with the upstairs and downstairs. I think what we'll do is we'll go up, walk along, come down and walk this way. Come on, let's go up these stairs. I should have opted for the open mall, me. I could have just been there, sat in the air conditioning and walking around here. But we're off up. There's lots of sports on today. I can see people are watching the big screens and the sport. Here we go. Cocktails and Dreams, Tom Cruise. Sports on, look. Lots of people watching the sports down here. Pizza, Italian pizza. Burger place, look. More open on the evening by the looks of it, this place. Still open though. You've got a Greek restaurant here as well. Rhodes Palace. Not a bad place, eh, for a view. Whilst it looks a bit shabby from the outside when you're down on the ground, when you come up, this looks like a proper little traditional taverna, doesn't it? Look at that. Absolutely beautiful. Rhodes Palace. And another one, look. Wow, this is gorgeous as well. It's an Indian restaurant. See, looks can be deceiving, can't they? Hello, mate. How are you? Good. This is beautiful. Look at this, look at all the decorations there and the view is fantastic. What's the name of the restaurant? Haveli, look, there you go. Come and see this man, look, he's looking the biz as well. Fantastic. Isn't it strange that you have to go and investigate, don't you? When I was down there, I thought, this place looks horrible. And then when you come up, you think, wow, such a contrast, isn't it? Such a contrast. Just beautiful up here, really nice, and the views are fantastic. Let's get back down, show you the bottom level, and that'll be this tour of the port of Puerto Rico. I need to get back in the aircon, I'm dying. Right, downstairs, we're back in the thick of it, look. We're back in the thick of it, into the tat shop. Tat shop heaven, look. There's a big bar through here, look. Loads of people watching the sport there. I don't know what that place is called, we're gonna have a little look. It's right on the end. Hello, mate.
Hello.
Oh, this is called Arona Restaurant. Hello, mate. How are you?
Mate, how are you today?
Very good. I'm all right. It's looking very busy.
Welcome.
Oh, wow. I'm having a walk. I'm having a walk. See you later, boss. Look, very busy, look. Arona Restaurant. Woof. Busy, busy, busy. Right on the end. And looking over this amazing view here. You got Waikiki's here. That looks nice, look. God, I'm showing you loads today, aren't I? Shame I don't stop in these places, but I'd never get anything done. That is gorgeous here as well. Look, fresh fish in Waikiki's, look. Literally overlooking the boats and the harbour and the beach. Beautiful. And then back over the road to the bottom level. Oh, should we call this Tat Shop Alley? This could be Mr TravelOn's favourite place. Not. So this looks like it's on the bottom level where we've just been upstairs. This looks like it's the place for all your tat shops. Ladies, stand by. I'm about to give you a treat. Hats, flip-flops, genuine fakes, pharmacy. Not a real pharmacy though. Medicare. That ain't a real pharmacy. You'll go in there for some paracetamol or something for a sore throat and they'll give you some honey lozenges. Sod that. I'm right, aren't I? She heard me then. Honey lozenges, you don't want that. You want some proper gear. Here we go, look. Tat shop, tat shop. Tat shop, tat. Oh, I love my grad sleep, eat, poop, look. Oh look, he's looking for his wife. She's in there spending, mate. No words, no questions asked. So, genuine fake alley here by the looks of it. Loads of tat. Absolutely loads. So there you go, another look at Puerto Rico Gran Canaria. I have now got to walk all the way back over there to where I parked the car. It's all very well, me showing you around. You don't realise, when I walk one way, I have to bloody walk the other way as well. I have to double it up. So please do me a favour. Please make sure to like, follow and subscribe this channel. That's all I ask. I don't ask you for anything else. If you want to see more of Gran Canaria or more of Mr TravelON or more videos in general, the next video coming up should be here. I don't know what it's going to be, but it should be good. And it might even be more of Puerto Rico. It might even be a little bit of McGann. It might be something in Lanzarote. Who knows? But it's going to be good. Make sure to watch it, make sure to follow the channel, and please, let's try and get me to 100,000 for Christmas, will ya? You know I hate Christmas, but maybe, if you lot get me there, I might have a good one. Who knows? See you later, love you all, bye.